Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 session of the assessment of companies chapter under business taxation subject for final year BCom students. So in the last session we have learned about the meaning of depreciation and a detailed explanation of the format of depreciation, and while calculating depreciation and additional depreciation what points we need to consider or implement. So that we have learned in the last session. Now we are going to solve some more illustration, and let us start with it. Here you can see the illustration. Let me read it first. Gauri Shankara Company Limited is in manufacture of a component submits the following information. We have name of assets, that is plant and machinery. We have block of assets, that is block of asset 1, block of asset 2 and block of asset 3. So block of asset is nothing but, so these are the assets which will have the same category which contains the same rate of depreciation. For the block of asset 1 they will need to follow 15% of depreciation. For the for block of asset 2 they used to follow 25%, and for the third one 10%. Next we have WDV of the plant and machinery on 1/4/2018. Plant A is 8,50,000, plant B is 12,50,000 and plant C is 5,60,000. Don't get confused here. So plant A is related to block 1, plant B is related to block 2 and plant C is related to block 3. So next we have the information of additions of plant during the 2018-19 year. Plant P 22,50,000, plant Q 8 lakh, plant R 10 lakhs. So plant P which is purchased in the year 18-19 which is in the block of 1, plant Q which is related to block 2 and plant R which is related to block 3. Next we have some more information in the adjustment, that is plant P and Q are purchased and put to use by the company during the June 2018, whereas plant R was purchased and put to use during January 2019. Here they have given the information of plant P, Q and R when it is started using. During the 2018-19, old plants, namely plant A is sold for 6,50,000, plant B for rupees 9,50,000 and also plant C for rupees 4 lakh. Compute the permissible amount of normal and additional depreciation for the assessment year 2019-20. Here in the illustration they have asked us to find out normal and additional depreciation, that is nothing but total depreciation we need to show. Let's start with the solution. Here I have already prepared the format. So computation of WDV at the end of the year 31/3/2019, particulars, and the rest of the format is same which I have shown you in the first session. So here I have made 3 columns for the 3 block of assets which I have here, that is block 1, block 2 and block 3. For that 3 blocks I have prepared 3 columns, so that I need to enter here first. So first is a plant and machinery block 1 which is for 15%, and next I have plant and machinery block 2, that is which is 25%, so that I am supposed to take in the second column. Next I have one more, that is plant and machinery block 3 of 10%. So now I need to enter that heading first. So I'm entering it, plant and machinery 1 15% for the first column, plant and machinery block 2 25%, and also plant and machinery 3 10%, which is in the third column. Next I need to start with the WDV at the beginning of the year, that is on 1/4/2018. Whatever the assets opening value is there in the question, that we are supposed to consider. So you can see in the question WDV of plant and machinery on 1/4/18 we have 3 plants which is for 3 blocks. So for block 1 we have plant A, that is of rupees 8,50,000, that we are supposed to consider in the block 1, that is in the first column we are supposed to take. So let me enter it, plant A which is the amount of rupees 8,50,000. The same way we need to consider for other 2 blocks which is for next 2 columns. Next we have plant B which is the WDV of opening year, amount of rupees 12,50,000. That 12,50,000 we are supposed to consider in the second block which is in the second column. So I'm writing plant B. So this amount supposed to write in second block which is related to second plant and machinery. Next I need to consider plant C which is on the date of 1/4/18 which is the amount of rupees 5,60,000. That 5,60,000 supposed to write in third column, that is plant C, amount of rupees 5,60,000. Next, I required with the additions or purchase made during the year 2018-19. So here I have additions of plant during 18-19. So they have purchased three particular assets in the year 18-19. I'm supposed to add it. So we have first one plant P for block 1, which is plant P 22,50,000, that I'm supposed to add in first column. So let me enter it. Plant P, amount of rupees 22,50,000. Next, I am supposed to consider plant Q, which is the amount of rupees 8 lakh. So this 8 lakh I'm supposed to consider under block 2. So plant Q, which is related to block 2, 8 lakh. And next, which is plant R, which is the amount of rupees 10 lakh. So this thing we are supposed to consider in third block of plant and machinery. So that is plant R, amount of rupees 10 lakh. So after considering it, we need to check whether we have any sales of asset during the year. In the illustration, you can see in the adjustment side, so we have some sentences which is related to sale. So here you can see during the year 2018-19, old plants, namely plant A, is sold for rupees 6,50,000, plant B for rupees 9,50,000, and plant C for rupees 4 lakh. So these are the old assets which they have. That old three assets A, B, C, they have sold it for some money. That sale we are supposed to record plant A 6,50,000. Next, plant B, which is sold for rupees 9,50,000, that we are supposed to enter in the second plant and machinery or second block of asset. And plant C, which is sold for rupees 4 lakh, that we are supposed to record in block of 3, that is plant and machinery block 3. So next we are supposed to do the total of all the three columns. So first, plant and machinery block total is 24,50,000. So I have added with WDV of the opening year, add purchase less sales. For the second block, I'll get 11 lakh. And for the third block, I'm going to get the total of 10 lakh plus 5,60,000 minus 4 lakh. Total is 11,60,000. Next, we are supposed to calculate the depreciation as well as additional depreciation. So in the last session, how I have showed you to calculate depreciation, in the same way here also I'm going to calculate the depreciation. So I need to calculate depreciation here. So by using the information which is in the question, so I need to calculate depreciation. So here in the answer, in the solution, so I have made a separate columns. So for first column, that is for first block, I'm finding out depreciation. That is the reason I have kept that two columns aside. So you can write this information in a separate page so that it will be helpful. So let me calculate depreciation. For opening asset, opening plant A, I have calculated depreciation with the 15% which I have mentioned in the question. I'll get an amount of 1,27,500. Next, I need to calculate for purchase. Remember, while calculating depreciation for purchase or any additions, you need to check the date. So here, plant P, which is purchased during the year 2018. From June 2018 up to the date of 31/3/2019, that is the closing year. So from that day to the closing year, if you are finding out the number of days, it will be more than 180 days. One more simple trick you can easily use, that you need to check whether this June 2018, which is after Gandhi Jayanti. So it is not after Gandhi Jayanti, that is 2nd October. So now we can easily say which is more than 180 days. So now I am entering that also. 22,50,000 into 15%, you will get 3,37,500. Depreciation on the plant A, which is a sold asset, that is the amount of 6,50,000 into 15%. There is no necessity to consider more than 180 days or less than 180 days on this. So I'll get amount of 97,500. So from 1,27,500, I need to add purchase, I need to minus sales. I'll get an amount of 3,67,500 as a total depreciation that I'm entering in the depreciation column 3,67,500. Next, I required with the calculation of additional depreciation. So while finding out additional depreciation, remember one thing, it will be calculated only on the newly purchased asset. That newly purchased asset should be plant and machinery. That plant and machinery should be used for manufacture or production activity in the business. So plant P is a plant and machinery which is used for manufacturing activity, obviously. So the plant P amount is 22,50,000. It will be more than 180 days, as I told you. So I need to consider the rate fixed as additional depreciation 20%. I'll get an amount of 4,50,000. I'm entering in additional depreciation column. If I do the total, I'll get 16,32,500 as the WDV at the end of the year for 31/3/2019 for plant and machinery block 1. In the illustration, they have asked us to show or calculate normal depreciation as well as additional depreciation for the assessment year 2019-20. That I need to calculate and show in the illustration. So I have finded out the amount of WDV as on 31/3/2019. Now let me show the total depreciation. So I have entered depreciation, what I got 3,67,500. So next I'm entering additional depreciation, which is the amount of rupees 4,50,000. The total of both the amount, which will come for 8,17,500, that is considered as total depreciation. Here I have calculated depreciation and additional depreciation for plant and machinery block 1. In the same manner, you need to find out the plant and machinery depreciation and additional depreciation for other two blocks. So remember the conditions what I have told you in the sessions, so you can be able to solve the depreciation and additional depreciation for other two blocks. For block number 3, so you, for the purchase of a new asset, that is for plant R, you will get a date which is less than 180 days. If it is less than 180 days, you need to apply half of the depreciation. So keep it in mind. And if you are having any doubts while solving depreciation and additional depreciation for other two blocks, so let me know in the comment section and I'll clarify you for those doubts. Let me solve one more illustration, which is also a question paper problem. Viresh and company had a block of plant and machinery having WDV of rupees 50 lakhs as on 1/4/2018. During the year, an additional machinery costing rupees 20 lakhs was purchased on 5/9/2018. So Viresh and company has purchased one block of plant and machinery which is the value of 50 lakh, which is the date on 1/4/2018. As per 1/4/2018, the opening value of that plant and machinery is 50 lakhs, and during the year, that is in the year 2018-19, they have also purchased additional machinery costing rupees 20 lakhs, and also they have given the date of purchase. From that day onwards they have started using it. Next, on 2/11/2018, fire had broken in the premises of the company, destroying a considerable part of the old plant and machinery. Insurance company paid them damages of rupees 25 lakh. So here in this sentence they have given on 2/11/2018 the company got a fire accident. On that situation, the old plant and machinery, a considerable part, not the entire plant and machinery, a considerable part of that plant and machinery which is destroyed due to the fire accident. So from I think they have already done the insurance on that plant and machinery. That is the reason they have got a damages amount, that is of 25 lakhs from the insurance company. And next, the rate of depreciation applicable is 10%. Now I need to find out, calculate the amount of depreciation chargeable to to P&L account, that is profit and loss account, for the year ended 31/3/2019. So I need to find out how much depreciation will be need to consider for profit and loss account. So I need to show that. Apart from that, they have given one more question. Will it make any difference if the entire block of plant and machinery is destroyed by fire? Show the calculations assuming that claim amount rupees 25 lakh remains same. Here they have asked one more question, that we need to find out if the entire block of plant and machinery is destroyed, then what will be the calculation we are supposed to show that. And also we need to assume that if the entire plant and machinery is destroyed, then also the insurance company is going to give the claim amount of rupees 25 lakh. By using that, we need to find out the answer or solution. In the illustration, we have two questions to solve. So let me start with the first one. When a considerable part of the block is destroyed. So certain block of asset from the plant and machinery is destroyed. For that, I need to calculate the depreciation, and I need to show how much the depreciation need to be taken for profit and loss account. And rest of the format is the same, which I have discussed in the earlier session also. So let me start with the first one, that is WDV, written down value at the beginning of the year on 1/4/2018. Here I need to take the opening value of the plant and machinery, which is as on the date of 1/4/2018. Let me see in the question. So here we have plant and machinery having WDV of rupees 50 lakh as on the date of 1/4/2018. So that plant and machinery opening value I need to take here, so as a amount of 50 lakh. So that I am entering as plant and machinery, and I am writing the amount of 50 lakh. Next, I required with the purchase which is done in the year 2018-19. Any purchase or any additions we can take here. We have one purchase made during the year. So during the year, an additional machinery costing rupees 20 lakhs was purchased on 5/9/2018. You need to remember the date also. It will be helpful while calculating depreciation. So I need to enter as new machinery amount of rupees 20 lakhs. Next, I need to enter sale of asset during the year. So in the during the year, that is in the year 2018-19, they have not done any sale of assets. In the illustration also, they have not given any sale of assets or any sale of old plant and machinery or anything. But they have given one information, that is on 2/11/2018, fire had broken in the premises of the company, destroying a considerable part of the old plant and machinery. Insurance company paid the damages of rupees 25 lakh. So when we are taking any sale of asset, we usually take an amount. So I can say that that particular amount is an income. So usually if we are selling any particular asset, by selling it we'll get some income, that is money. Here also they have given some income, but they have not sold an asset. Some part of the plant and machinery is destroyed. For that they have done insurance. From that insurance company they are getting some money. This is also an income that we are supposed to consider. So that is the reason this damages money, that is rupees 25 lakh, I am considering it as an income under sales. So let me enter it, this 25 lakhs amount in the sales, under sales. Sale of an asset during the year, that is damages received from the insurance company, it is also an income. That is the reason I'm considering there, because I need to deduct that income, any part of the income which is done received through asset, I need to deduct it. So I have deducted the amount, that I'll get a total depreciable value of 45 lakhs. Next, I need to calculate depreciation. So while calculating depreciation, finding out the rate of depreciation is very important. Here in the illustration, they have given only one rate which is applicable for all plant and machinery, that is 10%. You can see on the right side, I have made a working note. I am calculating depreciation for opening value, that is the amount of 50 lakhs into 10%. You will get an amount of 5 lakh. Next, I need to calculate depreciation for new machinery, that is 20 lakh. While finding out for this, remember the date. You need to check whether it is less than 180 days or more than 180 days, which is used in the previous year. So the date of started using that machinery is 5/9/2018, which is the day from that date to 31/3/2018. You need to remember it is more than 180 days. So I'll get an amount of 2 lakh, which is on 10%. Next, I need to find out the depreciation on 25 lakhs also. It is an income, came through asset. So 25 lakhs into 10%. So that is the amount of 2,50,000. Now I need to do the total. 5 lakh, you need to add the purchase 2 lakh, and you need to minus 2,50,000. I'll get an amount of 4,50,000. That 4,50,000 I need to enter in front of depreciation. Next, I need to calculate with additional depreciation. So additional depreciation will be applicable only on new machinery or new purchase of asset during the year, previous year. So here new machinery is also more than 180 days. So that is the reason I'm calculating 20 lakhs into 20%, that is fixed rate of additional depreciation. So I'll get an amount of 20 lakh into 20%, 4 lakh. That 4 lakh I'm supposed to enter in additional depreciation column. So I'm entering 4 lakh in additional depreciation column, and after entering it I need to do the total, what is the end of the balance, that is WDV at the end of the year, that is 36 lakh 50,000 will be the answer. So in the question they have asked us to find out, calculate the amount of depreciation chargeable to P&L account for the year ended 31/3/2019. So what will be the depreciation, total depreciation? So I told you already, total depreciation will be equal to normal depreciation plus additional depreciation. I need to add that. So I have entered a sentence also here. So now I need to do the total of depreciation as well as additional depreciation, which is the amount of 4,50,000 plus 4 lakh. I'll get a total of 8,50,000 is the total depreciation I am supposed to charge under profit and loss account debit side. In the illustration, we have also a second question. We are supposed to find out answer for that separately. So here they have asked us, will it make any difference if the entire block of plant and machinery is destroyed by fire? Show the calculation assuming that the claim amount was rupees 25 lakhs remains same. So here you can see I have made it as a second one. When the entire plant and machinery is destroyed, you can see the format I have reduced it, because if the entire plant and machinery is destroyed, so there will be no particular asset will be there for the year end. So that is the reason, if there is no asset, then there will be no depreciation calculation. So that is the reason I have not entered that. So now let me start with doing solution. So first thing I need to consider the opening value, that is plant and machinery having a WDV, which is the amount of rupees 50 lakh I'm supposed to consider in the solution. So let me enter it, plant and machinery, which is the amount of 50 lakh. Next I need to calculate purchase. They have made one purchase in the year 2018-19. So additional machinery costing rupees 20 lakh, which is purchased on 5/9/2018, that I am supposed to take. So I need to enter it as a new machinery, which is the amount of rupees 20 lakhs. So after that I need to consider sale. So both the plant and machinery has been destroyed. Because of that, the insurance company gave some claim amount. So that claim amount is also income. So that income I'm supposed to consider here. So which is the amount of, they have said we need to assume the claim amount of rupees 25 lakhs. That 25 lakhs claim amount I'm supposed to consider under sales. By deducting this income from the opening value as well as the purchase made between the year, so we will get whether we got a loss or profit from using plant and machinery. So I'm writing it, amount of claim 25 lakhs. So by deducting it, we will get an amount of 45 lakh, and consider this 45 lakh as a loss. Why in the sense? You can see in the starting of the year we had a plant and machinery value of 50 lakhs, and in the during the year we made a new purchase of machinery which cost rupees 20 lakh. So that plant and machinery value is 70 lakhs. So we had a 70 lakhs worth of plant and machinery. In between the year fire accident happens and we lost the entire plant and machinery, and the insurance company is giving a claim amount as 25 lakhs. So the worth of 70 lakhs asset and getting a claim amount as 25 lakhs, definitely we will get a loss of 45 lakhs. That I'm showing in the illustration. So for that we can write as short-term capital loss. I hope you guys have understood these two illustrations. Let me give two more illustrations you need to solve by yourself, and if you are having any doubts, please mention in the comment section. Let me clarify those doubts, and thank you for watching.